Hello, welcome to Affinity Photo version 3. My name is Vine Obani. Today I'm going to show you how you can create a new document in Affinity Photo version 3. So I would love to really go into details to help you create this document from scratch. What do you need to know? First thing first, let me introduce you to the UI. On the left side, you're going to see my name here, which is where you get to sign in, check your account settings, and if you have a previous license on Affinity Photo version 2, you can actually link it here using this button right here. And again, the first thing you're going to see at the top here is my presets. These are presets I created by myself with Affinity Photo. So if you check at the top, you're going to see the search bar. You can actually size dimensions of projects that you can create. So this is social media portrait, vertical videos, and a full high definition or templates. You can search that in this particular place. You see, so when you search social, it brings about all the social templates available on this presets, and you can work with any of them. So one thing I want you to note is that each of these presets have a color attached beside them. If you watch here, you will see cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. That means this template is actually meant for printing jobs. However, we have this other one here, which is red, green, and blue, which means this project is specifically meant for the web and viewing. You can view it on your phone. If you're designing something that is going to be viewed on the mobile phone or posted on the website on the internet, you use RGB. How do you set all of this up? You have to move to the document settings, which is on the right side of this interface. But then let me show you something new. This is the home page. What do you see on the home page? Once you click on the home page, you get to see previous projects I've done in the past and all of that. So I won't go into that. Let me come back to new, which is where I'm going to create a new project. So this plus button at the top here on the right side is where is the button, the big button you click to create a new project. So when you're ready to create a project, what do? You can either create a preset, which is how I was able to create all of this, or you insert new dimensions for the new project. What do? This is document units. Do you want them to be in pixels, in points, inches, and so on and so forth? So for this project, we're going to select pixels. Then the DPI doesn't really matter because it's a web project. But if you are going to do anything that has to do with printing, make sure you select what? 300 DPI, which is good and standard for printing jobs. Then we have the page width and height. If I want to create a document of a certain kind of dimension, I can put the dimension here. Let's say 300 by 500. Yes, by 500. Then I have it there, and that is it. So because of this tutorial, we're going to use 1080 by 1350. 1080 by what? 1350. And that is not all. If you watch carefully, you're going to see aspect lock. Each time I lock this aspect lock and I make an adjustment to any of these dimensions, it's going to affect the other one. Let's say I make changes here and I insert 3000 and I click tab. You're going to see the figures underneath, which is the height, has actually changed. Yes, with that being said, you need to set the orientation of this document you're working on. Do you want this document to be portrait, or you want it to be horizontal or landscape mode? What do? You come to this preset orientation, portrait, horizontal. But for this tutorial, I'm going to stick with portraits. Then we'll move to the color format. Make sure your color is set to RGB8 because you're going to work on a project you want to post on the internet. But if you're going to post or work a project that is going to be posted, a project that is going to be printed, select the CYMK8. But for this tutorial, we are sticking with RGB8. And the color profile by default is usually set on sRGB IEC6 and blah blah blah. So transparent background, yes, I want a transparent background. I want an artboard, but most of the time this artboard is maybe you want to create projects that have multiple canvases in the same project. You use an artboard. So I'll just enable it because I want to show you how this artboard really works at the end of this video. And again, how do you want your image placement? Do you prefer it embedded or linked? I prefer it to be embedded. Then what else? Multi-page? No, I don't want multi-page. Margins? No, I don't need margins. The bleed? No, I don't need the bleed. Drawing scale? Let me check that. What is that all about? I don't need that too. And what do? Create the big button here, which is create document. And voila, this is what we have right here now. Now if you check closely, this document is not looking like what I actually want. What do? I need to resize this document to fit into what I want to work on. And remember, my project dimensions, as I stated earlier, was 1080 by 1350. So I'm going to come down to this place written transform. I'm going to go to width and height. So for the width, I'm going to write 1080. And for the height, I'm going to type 1350. And that is it. Project resize. And I press Ctrl 0 to zoom 100%. And voila, this is how to create a new project using Affinity Photo version 3. Yes, I promise to show you how you can create an artboard in a project. It's very simple. For you to create an artboard in version 3, first thing first, you need to be in the vector studio, which is this one here, or you can shortcut press F2. Oh, my F2 is not working. Press F2, click on F2, and yes, then you are in the vector mode. Yes, then you're in the vector mode. So when you're in the vector mode, you see this little icon here on the toolbox section. It's called artboard. Click on it once and you click on any of the plus sign. You want it on the right, you want it on the left, you want it on the right. Sorry. So whichever side you want this artboard to appear, just click on it like that, this way and that way. They say that we have multiple artboards. So let me click this way. So let's say you want 5 artboards. Click clicking 3, 4, 5 artboards, and we have an artboard. By the time you're done, click on the big tool, and that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artboards. So this is how to create an artboard in Affinity Photo. I don't know if this video was helpful, but I would really appreciate it if you show me some love by clicking the like button and subscribing to this channel, so I can make more videos, more tutorial videos like this, and to help make life easier. Thank you so much. Until I come your way again, I remain Vine Obani. Bye for now.